by St. Gobain Windows.
Congress leader Udit Raj crosses the line once again, not once but twice. Back-to-back tweets insulting India's president. We'll tell you more about that. Republic confronts Rahul Gandhi on his leader Udit Raj's insult to the president, calling her a sycophant and calling her deaf and dumb. Rahul just walks away. Back-to-back insults, complete silence from the Congress top brass. Will they act, or are they silently endorsing this insult of President Murmu? Big lead in the Gujarat Kheda violence. Eyewitnesses make a big claim. Alleged Congress leaders were part of the mob that evening. Eight dead in the Jalpaiguri flash floods during a Durga idol immersion. 9-member BJP delegation will visit the district and meet the families of victims tomorrow. Mass shooting at Thailand's children daycare center. At least 30 killed by a former police officer. Over 20 children killed in cold blood. Thank you for joining us on The Burning Question. I'm Niranjan. For the last few weeks, ladies and gentlemen, there has been a pattern to the kind of incidents that we are reporting on from Gujarat. The latest one being a Garba celebration in Gujarat's Kheda on Monday night, which turned violent when a mob pelted stones at those marking the Navratri celebrations. Now, according to reports, the people objected to the program near a mosque in the district. Now, there is much more. Republic is on the ground in Kheda, and my colleague Priyanka in this report finds out that there was an element of political instigation. In fact, those who were named, investigated for the 2002 riots also find a mention in the FIR. They're now absconding. Is there a political hand to what's happening in Gujarat just before the election? Here's that ground report.
Republic unmasks the stone pelting incident at the Garba event in Kheda district in Gujarat.
1 month before the elections in Gujarat are all set to take place, violence broke out in Kheda. On the face of it, it seemed as though there was violence that broke out between two communities, and that's why I reached on the ground to investigate.
The Sarpanch revealing a political hand in the incident.
वो लोग मेरे पास जान लिया उसने कि वो सरपंच ऐसा करने वाला है। ये बॉडी में जान के उसने मेरा काम गलत कर दिया और उसको उसके लोगों ने बताया तो सरपंच ऐसा करने वाला है, तो उस लोगों को उसने चेतावनी दे दी तो ऐसा प्रोग्राम है, तो ये बॉडी वाले ने सब कर दिया है मेरा।
With the name of Congress leader Arif Sheikh leading the mob frenzy coming to the fore.
वो आरिफ से क्या है 2021 में इलेक्शन लड़े थे कांग्रेस तरफ से, और भाजपा का हमारा जो शैलेश है वो जीत गए। जब भी तंग वातावरण हो गया था, लेकिन ठंडा पड़ दिया। और उन्होंने बहुत पहले से ही जो यंग जनरेशन है उनको भड़काने में उसका पहला हाथ रहता है।
The woman narrated how the stone pelters came prepared.
हम गरबा खेल रहे थे तो घर पे खेलते खेलते ही हम पता चला कि धमाल हुई है, तो हम वहाँ से भाग के आ रहे थे तो वहाँ उसकी गली है, वहाँ हमने रोक डाला। हम लकड़ियाँ लेकर वो सब आ गए थे तो हमको घेर लिया सबने, पर वहाँ से हमारे लोग आए, हमने छुड़ा के लिए हम सब यहाँ खड़े थे तो वहाँ से एक पत्थर फेंका, उसका लग गया।
That is the latest as far as the investigation has also revealed. But we did speak to several of the women who had been taking part in the Garba procession, in the Garba celebrations, and they also stated that within a few minutes there were people who had gathered with the stones and lathis as well to carry out this kind of a violent act on the people who were taking part in these Navratri celebrations. And that is something that they are speaking to the police as well as we speak right now.
Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Joining us on the burning question this evening are Sandeep Singh, author columnist, Aishwarya Mudgil, a lawyer, Karan Verma, author, political analyst, Manasvi Thapar, political analyst, Atikur Rahman, an Islamic scholar, Shahid Ali, national president of the United Muslim Front, and a lawyer. But I'd like to go across to my colleague Priyanka, who's on the ground. She was in Kedah, spent the entire day there investigating what's going on. What is the truth about these Congress leaders being named, Priyanka? How many of them have been named? What's their role? And where are they? And what's the 2002 link to this?
Well, Niranjan, it has been made very clear as far as the names that we have accessed of these 5 leaders who were of the Congress party who had been seen in Kedah instigating these mobs. Now let me name these people. In fact, there is Arif Sheikh, in fact, who was being named. His pictures have also been accessed by us. And the eyewitness that we have just been able to speak to, that conversation that we put out, has also stated categorically that Arif Sheikh was the person who was leading the mob of at least about 100 to 150 people and pelting stones. And not just that, they did not stop at that. They also cornered these people and then lathi charged upon them as well. Now, apart from that, we have found out that at least 4 more people of the Panchayat, in fact, they are members of the Panchayat, they are affiliated with the Congress party as well. Now, those are Naushad Ali, Sharifa Bibi Makbul Mia, Khatun Bibi and Fatima Bibi Siddiqui Mia. These are the 4 other names as well that have been accessed by us. These are people who were seen in those images who were also sitting with the Sarpanch. Now, Niranjan, interestingly, that conversation that we also had with the Sarpanch, Indravadan Patel as well, he has also said that these people were sitting with him while the procession was going on, and all of a sudden they vanished and came back with these mobs. Now, that is also a part of the investigation that police is looking into, but we do see that a political color that is emerging in this entire investigation when it comes to these 5 people who have been affiliated with the Congress party, who were seen on the ground categorically, and they were also leading these people to create this kind of a communal unrest. Now, that being said, very quickly, I'll also tell our viewers basically that the eyewitnesses have said that these mobs mobilized quite quickly. It took them at least 3 to 4 minutes to come back with these stones. Now, they have also talked about the kind of stones that were being used, which also tells us that it took them some time to collect these stones, collect these lathis, and then come out and create this kind of an unrest situation. But we do see that the police is on the ground and looking into this entire matter of this premeditated conspiracy very quickly, and 3 of the accused who have been presented before the court have accepted the fact that this was a premeditated conspiracy. Niranjan.
Okay, stay with me, Priyanka. Stay with me. You've been reporting through the day. You can also feel free to come in the course of this debate. Let me go across to Atikur Rahman. Atikur Rahman, there are Congress leaders named who are now absconding. Congress leaders at the local level and eyewitnesses who spoke to Republic TV, multiple eyewitness accounts saying that these leaders led the mob. Now, my question is, there seems to be a pattern, and there are videos of violence, videos of instigation, pelting, possible rioting that came in from Porbandar, Vadodara, Rajkot and Kedah. Is this time to polls? Is it a pattern before elections? Atikur Rahman, it appears like it is, with elections just around the corner.
No doubt, Niranjan, we cannot rule out the fact that elections are around the corner in Gujarat, and that is why people are, garnering some sort of polarization to divide the communities to seek votes. Along with it, we should not forget the sight of the fact that since a month back, we are hearing the BJP leaders reprimanding their flock, saying that no Muslims should be around the Garba event. In Madhya Pradesh, there is a legislator lady who was on record round the clock. She was saying in interviews that Muslims will be barred from the Garba events.
This is the debate on
this
Gujarat.
instigation, why the police? Niranjan, my question is why the police, the authorities were not questioning these leaders, that why they are towards these unconstitutional measures. How can they prevent, in the name of religion, people gathering and taking part in cultural events?
I'm asking you about Gujarat. You took me to Madhya Pradesh. I want to bring your attention back to Gujarat and the incidents of communal violence and stone pelting at Navratri celebrations.
Gujarat, I agree with your point that since the elections are around the corner, people are trying to polarize the communities. But what are the leaders, the responsible leaders who are in power, who are sitting in parliament and the state legislature? What is the intelligence doing? You are naming 2002 people. These were the people, Congress people, involved in writing in 2002. So what was the intelligence doing? Why they are freely moving in the society? Why there are no preventive arrests? You know, Niranjan, what my concern is, this vicious circle. Will anybody take cognizance and end the vicious circle? Are we going to celebrate all festivals in India with all this writing?
Now you immediately made it about festivals. That's another debate, Atik. That's another debate that wasn't required. See, the thing is, Atik, you can have a separate debate on Garba, on entry into Garba. That's a different debate. That's completely okay. We can debate that. That's a completely different debate. It's not related to the one we're having today. But the one, what I would have expected, while you questioned what's happening in Madhya Pradesh, I would have hoped that you would have called out those parties who are allegedly involved, but you're obviously, for whatever reason, not doing that. Sandeep Singh, there is a clear pattern to what's going on, and eyewitnesses, there are multiple eyewitnesses who've gone to the police, their names are out, the names are in the FIR, accused number 1 to 5. Nobody's talking about it, not a single channel. In fact, all of yesterday we were looking at these videos of the police lathi charging those who allegedly pelted stones in Kheda, right? You can question that as well, but nobody spoke about what really happened in Kheda because it doesn't suit their narrative. Sandeep.
Yeah, Niranjan, you have raised valid point. I have 3 points to make. The first is answering Atikur Rahman that in Barmer there was a Muslim who was teasing the girls, and when stopped, he stabbed the person. I think the person is fighting for his life. The Muslims don't want Ram Navami procession or Hanuman Jayanti procession to go from so-called Muslim area, but they want to come and play Garba and Dandiya. Coming to Kheda, it's a very interesting story. I'll take you slightly back for 2 months. Imran Pratapgarhi, who called on Muslims to kill 4 or 5 Hindus at least, on Idgah Maidan, Muradabad, he was penalized for 1 crore odd for creating nuisance. He was liked by Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and sent to Rajya Sabha. So the message to people in Congress is clear. If you riot, if you're willing to kill Hindus, you will be sent to Rajya Sabha. And Imran Pratapgarhi couldn't be accommodated from UP. Congress dropped Kapil Sibal, who has worked for them for 50 years, for all kind of things. Instead, they sent Imran Pratapgarhi to Rajya Sabha from Maharashtra. So that's the reward in Congress party for killing Hindus, creating problems for Hindus. And the third and the last point, what we saw is the repeat of Delhi riots.
Sir, you are just spreading hate in the name of religion, sir.
Sir, I didn't interrupt you.
So sorry, Niranjan. He is spreading hate in the society.
I am spreading hate,
Don't
yes.
spread hate,
Stabbing
sir.
people in the eye in Barmer when they stopped
have no religion.
teasing. He is spreading peace.
If you have
Yes,
any
Rahmanji.
problem with the Congress
Our
party,
audience knows today
you fight them on
you are
the
living in a
state
different
legislature,
India.
on the floor of the state
You can't
legislature.
fool all the people all the
You
time.
fight them in the election.
The fact
Why are you bringing
defending
and
Imran
making the
Pratap Gadi?
communities fight?
Why are you so defending Imran Pratap Gadi? Why getting so agitated? Why you want to defend Congress party?
Why are you naming only the Muslims?
Why
don't
are you
you
defending
name
Imran
the
Pratap
member
Gadi?
of parliament from MP?
So suddenly you find religion. Suddenly you
I
find
don't
religion.
know
One
this
day you don't
person.
have
Where is
religion
the
for
question of
terrorists. The
defending?
other day you have.
You are
So get
not
it very
only,
clear
not
what
only
you want to
naming
speak
Imran
and what you want to
Pratap,
defend.
you are naming only the Muslim people creating
Why?
the writing righteous.
I'm
No,
talking about the incident
I
was done.
want to know,
Why?
Manasvi Thapar.
Person, you are acting
Sandeep and Atik, let's come back to the subject. I'm going back to my question, okay? I'm going back to my question. This is not about any religion, right? I'm purely talking about an investigation that happened on the ground. An incident happened, an investigation happened, some arrests have happened, there have been controversial videos, but I'm going back to the facts. Let me begin Manasvi Thapar and Karan. Manasvi, Arif is accused number 1. He's a Congress leader. Naushad Ali Syed, Panchayat body member, a Congress party leader. Sharifa Bibi Makbul Mia, Congress party leader. Khatun Bibi Zakir Mia, Congress party leader. Fatima Bibi Siddiqui Mia, Congress party leader. You tell me, accused number 1 to 5 in an FIR. I'm not making these names up. They're there in the FIR. Why is nobody talking about it? Why? Manasvi, doesn't suit the narrative, right?
Yeah. Obviously, Narendran, it does not suit any narrative. I feel while we are talking about it, I would want to congratulate you and your channel and Priyanka specifically, who has been on ground covering this report. I think the kind of efforts which Republic Media Network has done, that kind of effort even the Gujarat government has not done. You are naming it, you are covering it. What is the police actually doing it? And these people, the 5 people you named from Arif to Naushad Ali, the other 3 people who are named in the FIR, they are on run and they were with 150 people as per your investigation. They were with around 100 and 150 people who were doing stone peddling and also with lathi charge. And during that time, what was the intelligence doing? During that time, what was the police doing? They let this happen.
It's the police that's filed the FIR.
Now the question comes, when are they going
it's
to
the
arrest?
police that's filed the FIR. I'm reading purely from the FIR. I'm reading from the police FIR. It's not my investigation. Our reporters on the ground. But it's the police.
I congratulate you, Niranjan. Now, Niranjan, I congratulate on that point. My question is to the police authorities. What are they actually doing? The kind of hard work which you have done as media house, police is not there on the ground.
But they're the ones to file the FIR.
Now, simple question is, now even more the reason, now you are saying that these are Congress leaders. Now even more the reason for them to arrest them.
They're gone absconding.
Why are they on a free run in a state of
They're
Gujarat?
Absconding. And there's a 2002 link to it. Let me put Priyanka in the middle of the screen. Priyanka, please come in the middle. Priyanka, please tell Manasvi. Priyanka, please tell Manasvi, how are they linked to 2002? Priyanka, how are they linked to 2002? Please tell them. There is a 2002 link. Nobody will talk about it. I saw some channels debating the Kheda videos. Priyanka, what's the 2002 link?
Well, Niranjan, there are several of these accused. There are at least 14 of these accused that have been named in the FIR as well. And out of those, there are 2 to 3 people, in fact, who have been also involved in the 2002 riots and for instigating the mob violence. And this also clearly shows the antecedents as well of these accused and how these accused had been linked with the Congress members on the ground. So that is really the point of the investigation, that the authorities now have reason to believe that the leaders on the ground, the Congress leaders on the ground, have direct affiliation with these 2002 rioters as well, who they have once again used to carry out another riot-like situation once again just a month before the elections.
No, Priyanka, first Manasvi tried to say the police didn't do their job. The police have done their job. The police have filed an FIR. The details of the FIR are public. But nobody is talking about it. Can you please tell me why the cherry picking by the media as well? I see Atikur nodding his head. But you tell me, Karan. You tell me, yesterday some channels were showing the video of the flogging. It's wrong. It's wrong. To flog them in public is wrong. It's wrong. You can debate that.
Not preventive arrest?
It is.
But
it
why,
is. But we must understand here, Niranjan, the fact of the matter is that the Congress has always exploited the fault lines within our society. And this is precisely what they are doing in Kheda. I have to congratulate the team of Republic, because they captured the sentiment on the ground also. This has been going on for quite a long time. I mean, this is the incident that took place this time during Garba. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. But the fact is, this happened during Ganesh Visarjan. Whenever there is a wedding, there is a problem, and these miscreants have always been patronized by the same members of the Panchayat and the Congress person, Arif Sheikh, who lost an election in 2021 here. Can you please check the echo? So the truth is, this has been going on for quite some time, and it's now out in the open with election season round the corner and a sensitive area like Kheda, because Kheda has been sensitive. It has had a diverse population and it has had a history of rude interventions and violence during different festivities. So if anything, yes, I would agree with Atikur Rahman that the police security should be tightened here and miscreants should be brought to book. If there is someone with a 2002 antecedent, he shouldn't be roaming around in public space today. That is a fact. But what doesn't change the fact is that Congress, which is on a Bharat Jodo Yatra, has eluded Gujarat. And why it has eluded Gujarat, I think the evidence is now very clear out in the open for all of us to see.
Now, let me bring in Shahid Ali. Shahid Ali. See, you see, Shahid Ali. Shahid Ali, you see this video. See, okay, there's a video that came in. Let me play that video out. See, what happened is wrong, Shahid. To beat them up in public, to tie them up to a pole and to beat them is wrong. I'm saying it's wrong. Let's accept it. It's wrong. Let's show you the video. Can we show the video from Kheda where the police? 1 minute.
But
Sandeep.
Nobody has called stoning Garba as a wrong so far.
Sorry?
You have called public flogging a wrong so many times, but none of your panelists from the other side have called that the stoning people doing Garba as something wrong. They've been defending it.
Let Shahid Ali say that. Shahid Ali is saying it. Shahid Ali, see, everyone is saying it's wrong. But why don't you say pelting stones at the Navratri celebrations are wrong? Pelting stones at Navratri celebrations are wrong, or Garba is wrong.
Niranjan, judgment seems to have been passed by media now that this has been done by Muslims because you have been naming repeatedly the name of accused persons.
I have not said Muslims anyway. Please don't, Shahid. Shahid, please don't give it that spin. Please don't give it that spin. I have not said that.
One reason why the name.
I have not said that. I have not said that anywhere.
Not be publicly named.
No, 1 minute, Sandeep, 1 minute. Sandeep, 1 minute, Sandeep, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Accused persons mentioned in the FIR.
No, you please. Like I said, Shahid.
And the FIR.
Shahid, you debate on facts.
Appears to be a counter blast to the incident of flogging.
You debate on facts. I am questioning a political hand. Have I said Muslims anyway? Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. You're doing the wrong thing. I have not done that. Even Atikur Rahman knows he's watching. Atikur, let's get Atikur on top.
You ever said the FIR may be the counter blast?
I am asking political parties. Am I asking? Don't spin it, Shahid. I have not done that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I have not said that. Nobody has said that. Don't spin it.
And the media is not supposed to read even names. The media is not supposed to vitiate the atmosphere entirely.
Okay, I'm not supposed to name. 1 minute. I'm not supposed to report on an FIR. No. What rule? I didn't know this. It's a new rule, is it? I can't report on an FIR.
This is very old rule of journalism. This is very old rule of journalism. Still, judgment has been passed by the media, by the court.
Okay, Shahid, 1 minute. Shahid.
Whether you have said.
No. What are you saying,
the
Shahid?
incident flogging had occurred or not. Yesterday, the incident flogging had occurred or not. So the FIR may be counterblast to that.
Shahid, I'm reporting on an FIR. What crime have I committed? 1 minute. I'm reporting on as an FIR. Any media house can do that, sir. It's still a free country.
I am raising a question.
What question?
Raising a question. Whether this FIR can be a counterblast to the incident of flogging or not.
Sir, these people are absconding. Sir, excuse me. Sir, I have not. 1 minute, Shahid Ali ji, you're an advocate also, Shahid. Shahid, you're a lawyer. 1 minute, Shahid, you're a lawyer. Shahid, you're a lawyer. No, 1 minute. Shahid, okay, Shahid, let me ask you a question. You're a lawyer. Shahid, you're a lawyer. Okay, let me ask you a question. I'm purely reporting that in the FIR, I'm not, how many names are there, by the way? Let me show you how many names are there in the FIR. Okay, I'm not getting into all the names. There are 43 names. I have it with me. If my video journalist can just zoom into this. You can just zoom into this, right? Try and zoom into this. You see this. You see how many? It's in Gujarati, okay? It's in Gujarati. I'll just show it to you. I have the, no, 1 minute. Wait. Have the courage. You ask me a question. Have the courage. 1 minute. No, you ask me a question. You have the courage. You ask me a question. You have the courage to see this. No, please don't do this. Don't. You're trying to spin it, Shahid Ali. Don't do that. Shahid Ali, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to show you something. Look at this. The reason I'm showing you is that there are 43 names. Look at this. 43 names. 43 names. 1 minute. 1 minute. Don't try and spin it, Shahid Ali, because there are 43 names. And what did I ask?
Sir, have you read the name?
What did I ask? Shahid, don't spin it. Shahid, don't spin it. Don't spin it. Don't spin it. Shahid, you can try your best. You can try your best to spin it. Don't spin it. Don't spin it, Shahid. Don't spin it. Don't spin it. Don't spin it.
You cannot. You don't have courage even to name even a single accused person.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. You want the names? Here are the names. Arif is accused number 1 on this FIR. Out of the 43, I'm only naming 5. Okay, you have the courage to listen. Here. Accused number 1 is Arif. Accused number 2 is Naushad Ali Syed, Panchayat body member. Accused number 3 is Sharif, Bibi Makbul Mia, Khatun Bibi Zakir Mia, Fatima Bibi Siddiqui Mia. And what did I... 1 minute. No, you're trying to make it about religion, Shahid. You're trying to make it about religion. What am I asking? What did I start by asking? What did I start this debate by asking? No, you hear me. You try to give it a spin. You try to give it a spin.
My question is, please do not vitiate the atmosphere.
Who's vitiating the atmosphere? I asked a question if political parties are vitiating the atmosphere. Please, I asked you. Now, you know what Atikur will tell you. Atikur will tell you. I won't tell you. Atikur, have I tried to vitiate the atmosphere? What was my question, Atik? Did I ask whether political parties are involved? Please educate Shahid Ali ji. Atik, please tell me how have I vitiated the atmosphere? I am asking if the tension is timed to elections. I am asking a political question. I am asking if political parties are involved. Atik?
Niranjan, I am trying to draw your attention towards the vicious circle created by the BJP. The BJP wants to kill 2 birds with 1 single stone. One bird is the Muslims, the other bird is the Congress. The larger question over here is, if you are naming the people in the FIR, please allow me to complete, Niranjan, please. Please, I'll take 30 seconds, not more.
Sandeep, 1 minute. Sandeep, give him 30 seconds. Give him 10 seconds.
30 seconds.
was done by BJP.
Sandeep, give him 15 seconds.
Niranjan, the government of Gujarat is a BJP government. Purposely, they have created an FIR along with the names, top names in the
Otherwise,
Muslims.
they will say what police is doing. Then they will say what government is doing.
Have a sensible debate. Have a sensible debate, sir.
Me. That is a lesson for you, Atikur Rahman. When
Niranjan, 30 seconds, I plead before you.
Okay, Sandeep, give him 10 seconds. 10 more seconds.
That you don't do it
10 more
again.
seconds. 10 more seconds, Sandeep. Give him 10 more seconds.
Don't interrupt when I speak, Atikur Rahman, next time.
Sandeep, okay, 10 more seconds, Atik.
I am speaking, you are interrupting, sir. Thank you.
You forgot those stones. That is the problem.
FIR
you forget your crimes also. That is the reason why.
Please, sir, please. Please. There is no FIR for the people who are cheering the policemen flogging the Muslims. The people are cheering Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Is there an FIR?
So Bharat Mata Ki Jai, there should be an FIR for saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai. There should be a FIR for saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai. That is where you are preached.
No, 1 minute. See, 1 minute. 1 minute. I know Priyanka saying something. Priyanka saying something. I'll bring in Aishwarya as well. Yes, Priyanka. Priyanka saying something. Yes, Priyanka. 1 minute. Here, Priyanka. She's a reporter on the ground. Here. Yes, Priyanka.
Yeah, there is an investigation into this entire matter of the flogging as well that has been called for by the government of Gujarat. In fact, a report has already been asked for to the Ahmedabad range IG that needs to be submitted in the next 48 hours. So that will be taken cognizance of. In fact, it already has been. So that is not the point. The point really is who really was instigating these violence acts, because there were some people who were deliberately going in the middle of the Garba procession and trying to create this kind of an unrest, and this was now being found out that they were doing so on the say-so of these members of the Congress party who are right now absconding.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you hear that, Atik? See, that's exactly what I started the debate saying, because, you know, this entire narrative, there was a one-sided narrative until this morning. People were showing only that one video of the flogging. We began the program by saying it's wrong. But why don't you talk about the truth about what was happening? Aishwarya Mudgil hasn't spoken. Aishwarya.
Good evening, Niranjan. There are two aspects to this. First is Hindu hate and second is Congress's involvement. I begin by asking a question. What is common between this year's Hanuman Jayanti Shobha Yatra celebrations, Ram Navami celebrations, Kavad Yatra and now Navratri celebrations? These are all Hindu festivities that were attacked this year. And here I mean actual physical acts of violence. Now let us be clear on one fundamental fact that Garba is not just any dance party or event. For us Hindus, it is a tremendously pious affair which has religious significance. A significance that is so unique that we are the only ones worshipping goddesses for over a millennium despite the challenges thrown at us. The devotees are dancing around the Garbdeep and honoring goddess Durga, who symbolizes feminine energy. In light of this, it is rather nauseating to know that anti-social elements of the society come to the Garba ground, click pictures of the women who were dancing there and touch these women with their legs. And mind you, it does not stop there. They went on to throw stones. All of this without any provocation, with the sole aim of targeting Hindu festivities and cultural events, almost as if this gives some sort of sadistic pleasure. This event is not an isolated one. Few days ago, Hindu students in Baroda were attacked with stones and belts when they protested against playing of Qawwali songs at Garba, which, as I said earlier, is a religious event. Such is the scale of intolerance. As far as Congress's involvement goes, it should not come as a surprise. This is the same political party that came up with Communal Violence Bill. Digvijay Singh, one of their top brass leaders, blamed 2611 on RSS. Repeatedly, this party has shown its Hindu misia. When you talk about Gujarat as a state which is undergoing elections, there was a similar event happened in Garba Pandal in Madhya Pradesh. Is that also an election state? No, elections are not happening. What about Hanuman Jayanti Shobha Yatra? There were incidents in Telangana and Delhi. Is there an election happening there? No. There is a case of Hindu misia and Congress's involvement should not come as a surprise. So when you say that BJP is doing all of that, that is some next level of delusion that you are getting into and spreading the lie that you know.
That is created by you. The myth and the illusion is created by you, Aishwarya. You are creating a venomous situation on a national television.
You are still not condemned. Atikur Rahman, you have to condemn the stone pelting in Garba. Start from there. It's more than 30 minutes in the city. You have still not condemned the stone pelting in Garba. Start from there.
Yeah, nobody's talking about it. I'm saying nobody's talking about it. Not even Manasvi. Manasvi hasn't said a word about it. Manasvi hasn't said a word about it.
They won't. Because pelting stone on Hindus takes vote from the party.
Yes, Manasvi, you can come in. I'll get in Manasvi and Karan. Yes, Manasvi, what are you saying?
Obviously, stone pelting, everyone has to condemn, and also flogging, everyone should condemn.
We have said it, everyone is condemned. On the panel, everyone is condemned. On the panel, everyone is condemned, Manasvi. On the panel, everyone is condemned.
Yeah, so
I'm not condemning.
Please give me uninterrupted time. The question.
I'm not condemning flogging.
You're not condemning flogging, Sandeep? Why?
No, not at all. It's a must.
See, Niranjan.
That's a only deterrent.
No, Sandeep, that's a bit much, Sandeep. I think they're investigating, even the Gujarat government feels it's wrong. They're investigating it. And I think it should be investigated. I don't think you can defend that. Not required. Not required.
Niranjan, I feel ashamed if on a national channel we say flogging is not condemnable. I feel ashamed on this fact, and he's encouraging flogging, and on a national channel.
He's not encouraging flogging. He's got a point of view. He's got a point of view to which I have. He's got his right to have a point of view. You have a point of view. He has a point of view. I've objected to his point of view, right? I've objected to it. Anyway, go on. Make your point, and then Karan will respond.
I stand that flogging and stone pelting should be condemned. I stand on the point of view stone pelting and flogging should be condemned, and my question here remains to the Gujarat government. Now when we say that on an FIR, Congress leaders, as per the investigation done on ground, it is the Congress leaders who have done this, and there is a 2002 link to this. Why are they still on a free run? Why are they not arrested? Don't we have the right to question the Gujarat government? Why are we silent on that particular point? Why are they on a free run? And on ground, when we say there are eyewitnesses, there were 100+ people who were stone pelting. What was the police doing then? So these are valid questions. Who are going to answer to the people of Kheda? Who are going to answer to the people of Gujarat? What was the responsibility of police? If there is some kind of anti-social activity going on a pious day of Navratri. There were people planning of 100 people, more than 100 people with stones and lathis in their hand. What was the intelligence doing? What were the locals doing? Why was police on ground, did not do anything to prevent this?
Now,
And now after the event have happened, after this kind of sad incident have happened, let me complete. After this sad incident have happened, now the angle of Congress comes in. Even then, these people accused of a name like Arif Sheikh are on a free run. What is the responsibility? My question is simple pointed. When will these people be arrested?
This happened. No, 1 minute. Yeah. By the way, they're absconding, Karan. They're absconding. Let me also tell you, I'm getting in some breaking news. I'm getting a translation of the FR, the full translation there is. And I have some operative parts which I'll read out and Karan can respond. Now, the alleged miscreants, the operative word being alleged miscreants, gathered about 150, 200 strong mob to attack the Garba revelers who congregated at the site of the Garba organized by the complainant. The mob began abusing the women. I repeat, the mob began abusing the women. The mob carried sticks and other sharp weapons. They pelted stones at those who were part of the Garba with an intent to kill them. They pelted stones at the local Swaminarayan temple. They damaged a car and a system at the site of the Garba. Now, this is not me saying it. It's part of the FIR which I have in my hand. It's part of the FIR, which is in my hand. Karan, it's in my hand. I have the full details with me. I have the translation. But sadly, nobody will talk about it.
Nobody will talk about it. And you look at this, Niranjan, how smartly Manasvi is talking about accountability of the police, which we all agree. Of course, the police should arrest these people and should take action. But not a single word about how dastardly this act is and how this is being carried out consistently as a pattern across India. We saw that in the Ram Navami processions. Mr. Atikur Rahman, he blamed it squarely on BJP. What happened in Rajasthan? What happened there when stones were pelted on Ram Navami processions? Not a word of condemnation there for the Congress party, which then allowed a PFI rally, which is now facing strict action. They allowed a PFI rally also in Kota just a few days after that. So at least have some compassion for those people, religious people who are celebrating a religious event which is so pious, and what they get is stones in turn. Is that what they deserve? I think in one voice, everyone should not only condemn them and demand strong action against them. And the fact that religious radicalization has taken such an ugly turn.
Niranjan, can I respond?
Like Atikur Rahman,
Niranjan, can I please respond?
They should lead the way and tell the community that they should have respect and harmony for other religions also. That is very important. As for the absconders, as per CRPC section 82 and 83, even absconders' properties can be confiscated. I demand the Gujarat government to take the strictest action, like confiscating their properties or even bulldozing it in case they do not appear to face the law.
Yeah. Yes, Atik, what are you saying, Atik?
Yeah. Niranjan, I bet all these stone pelting incidents are designed by the BJP. They create a havoc, and will you, Sandeep Singh, have any compassion for my beautiful nation, for my beautiful India? You are killing cosmopolitan culture of India, sir. Since 1 month.
In Kashmir, all the stone pelting in Palestine, all the stone pelting is done by BJP. Even in Afghanistan and Syria, it's BJP.
Niranjan, I need to speak. These anecdotal incidents are a creation of the BJP just to garner votes, polarizing the society, consolidating Hindutva. Why? I will prove it on your show.
Because of BJP, a Congress leader went and did stone pelting.
All BJP spokespersons,
because BJP who said Congress leader to go and do stone pelting.
Muslims will be thrown out
Imran
of the
Pratapgarhi was sent by BJP.
What does that prove?
And that's why Priyanka Gandhi sent him to Rajya Sabha.
He won't allow me to speak.
Niranjan, this whataboutery can't go on.
He won't allow me to speak.
No, I'm finding it. I'm finding it bizarre that you're. Atik, I just want to say that I'm finding it bizarre that you're. When the FR names functionaries of a political party.
We are saying this on the basis of.
No. His logic is that. No, his logic is that. Karan, his logic is that.
Who has created the FIR? The Gujarat police.
Oh
You
God.
believe the Gujarat police, but you do not.
So you don't trust the
believe
police
Rajasthan
in any
police.
BJP ruled state.
Why?
Basically,
You
your
do
logic
not
is, I think,
believe
you
the
don't
West
trust the
Bengal
police in any BJP
Why?
ruled state. You don't trust the police in any BJP ruled state, right? Any FIR.
And you people don't believe the West
But Atikur
Bengal
Rahman,
police.
you have still not condemned the stone pelting.
That's the crux of the problem.
Atikur Rahman ji, you have still not
This
condemned
is
the stone
an
pelting on
anarchy.
Garba.
But it
This
is
is
by your
complete
design. I'm
anarchy
saying.
then. Niranjan, we
The
can't have a
stone
debate like
pelters
this.
were you people,
If you don't
the
believe in any
BJP people.
institution of this country, how can we have a reasonable debate then?
No, by
Tomorrow,
his logic.
any
It's the
information that comes
creation
to the
and
fore,
culmination
you are
of
going
the
to
Hindu
cast aspersions
forces.
on that institution.
No Muslim is involved in any stone
Mr.
pelting.
Shahid was questioning you, Niranjan. He is
Your
questioning the
goons are
Gujarat
there to
police.
stone pelt there.
We
Your
can't have a
goons are being
reasonable
sent
debate
there by
like
the
this.
BJP.
Goons
They
are being
your
sent there by the
paid
BJP.
servants.
Okay. Okay, now that's a
They are
new one.
your
That's a new one.
paid
Okay.
servants.
Manasri,
Complete
that's a new one. That's a new one. That's a new one. The goons are being sent by the BJP.
Has been
Nawshad Ali
registered
said,
against the flogging incident or not? Please tell me this.
As per,
Whether any
as
FIR
per
has been
Sharia, it is
registered
not condemnable,
with regard
sir.
to incident
Mr.
of flogging or
Shahid,
not? Is this
we
not
all
a
condemn it,
discriminatory
but
act
Sharia
of
doesn't
Gujarat
condemn it.
government?
Sharia actually allows flogging,
We
public
condemned.
flogging.
We condemned.
We also
Vehemently
condemn, but I am just telling
all
you, Sharia
incidents of
allows
violence we
public
condemned.
flogging.
All incidents of violence we condemn, vehemently we condemn.
Can I
But
come
we
in?
raise a question, without if and buts, we raise a question. Why no FIR has been registered by Gujarat government so far as regards incident of flogging? Do you have any answer to this? Is this not a discrimination?
FIR in
Is
what,
this not
sorry?
a discrimination? I'm leaving this question to entire nation. Please ponder over the issue that what do you want in this country?
But the flogging is being investigated. He's just told you that Priyanka, my colleague, has just broken that.
No investigation.
There's a
can be
report that has been
conducted
submitted.
without registration FIR. Niranjan, no investigation can be conducted without
1 minute, 1 minute.
FIR. This is the law.
Okay.
This is the basic
Can I?
This is the basic
No,
law.
just a-
No
just
investigation can be conducted without registration
For an FIR to be
The
filed.
basic law is this.
No, you want the
Whether any
police to be
FIR
booked
is
in the
there,
FIR. You want the
it is
police
not
to be booked
sufficient to say
in... No, 1 minute,
that
1
we have
minute.
been investigating.
No, 1 minute.
A
You want the
report has
police to be booked in the
submitted.
FIR. So who'll file a complaint?
Why
Who'll file a
FIR
complaint?
has
1
not been
minute.
registered against that as well?
You
Do have
want the
any-
police to be booked
do you
in
have
the
any answer
FIR.
to that? Any justifiable answer, please give.
There is a process in filing an FIR, no?
Complaints, Niranjan.
Aishwarya, there's a process in filing the FIR, no?
Flogged.
So all
There's an
process came to
investigation
an
that is
end
on.
when the
Aishwarya has
matter
responded
came
to-
to
Aishwarya has
when the
responded.
matter came to register FIR
Aishwarya
against
has
the
responded.
stone pelters. Very good, we appreciate the registration FIR against stone pelters. But why no FIR has been registered against the flogging?
Aishwarya has responded.
Niranjan just mentioned that they are
So
investigating.
two distinct rules.
Are, if you keep speaking,
I
you will
just told him
probably
that.
miss out on important points. Just like you have missed out on the fact that Gujarat government is already investigating the flogging incident. The problem is
Shahid.
there are your co-panelists who are saying
Gujarat
that
government,
there is
you
no
said not
issue with the
Gujarat
entire
government.
thing.
But
What is the
So who do you
Gujarat
trust?
government?
Do you
No, but
want
Shahid has told
Maharashtra?
that
Do you
there's
want
an
Delhi
investigation.
government?
There's an investigation.
The problem is. Now allow me
20
to
minutes
complete.
back,
The problem
Priyanka said there's an
is
investigation.
that any
Without FIR.
you are saying Gujarat government is not the competent authority to investigate. Who else should come and investigate? Do you want the Delhi government to come and investigate? Do you want the Punjab government to come and investigate? You don't trust the institution.
No investigation.
There will be one case against you. There will be one case against your.
All riot cases were investigated outside Gujarat.
You want all riot cases to be investigated outside Gujarat. You mean
We
even
The
cannot.
now?
problem,
That's
sir.
It's a new one.
The problem,
Government.
sir,
It's a
lies
new
with
one.
your. The problem lies with your mindset. You will not be convinced unless the result of investigation
The
or a
problem
case law
lies
is in favor
when
of you.
there are
Will not be in your
incidents like
favor.
this in
You will
Bengal
not be happy.
and in
You refuse to
Rajasthan
trust
and
any
in
institution
Kerala.
if it is not in your
You do
favor.
not believe the Kerala police or the West Bengal police or the Rajasthan police. Do you believe? Do you believe the
This
police of a
is-
state wherein non-BJP
We
governments are
totally
there?
believe. Whenever
You
I
do not
said I do
believe.
not believe,
That's
I am
why
a
you
lawyer.
do not
I believe in the
believe
institution
the
of
Uttar
law.
Pradesh
I believe
and
in the
the
courts of
Gujarat
this country.
police.
I believe in the police of this
Have
country.
you
The problem
sensed
is with
it
your
now?
mindset. You can keep screaming as much as you want.
You believe
You
the
will never
West
be
Bengal
convinced
police?
unless the result is in your favor.
You believe the West Bengal police? The Kerala police?
Why shouldn't I believe?
You
I
believe
just
the
said it,
Rajasthan
sir.
police?
The problem is you're so busy screaming, you're probably not hearing what I'm
That's
saying. Or
it.
probably you
That's
don't
the
even
point.
want to hear what I'm saying.
Niranjan, that's the point. This is the case of polarization. The polarization began since 2014 with the coming of the BJP
Oh yes,
government.
before 2014 there was no Muzaffarnagar riot. There was no 2002. There was no train. There were no people that were burnt alive in 2002. What are you talking about? Polarization began after 2014. What a joke! You are lying on national television by saying polarization began after 2014.
No, I get a sense. Aishwarya Karan, Sandeep, Priyanka, Manaswi, Atik and Shahid, I get a sense that this story will continue. With the pattern and the details that are coming out, this story will continue and we will continue to report on it and get you the details. Thank you for joining us on The Burning Question. Arnab is also going to debate this at 10 p.m. Taking a short break. The debate with Arnab at 9 p.m. coming up next.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 10th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
The CBI conducted raids across 12 locations in Karnataka in connection with a cyber fraud case. Reportedly, 1.89 crore rupees have been recovered from seized bank accounts. The CBI has also registered multiple cases and seized digital evidence in the case. The CBI will produce businessman and accused in Liquorgate Vijay Nair in court as his custody ends today. Vijay Nair was arrested in a case of alleged irregularities in the now withdrawn Delhi liquor